Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video we're going to be talking about my top shelf blushes. So I started off by first filming the top shelf highlighter version of this, and in that video I had said that I wanted to do this idea where I talk about my most used, like top shelf things, like what's in your top makeup drawer. And when I made the list, it was primarily blushes and highlighters, and I did not even intend for that to happen. I just was thinking about what are my most reached for things, and those two were just, it filled the whole list. So I thought, you know what, let's split this into two videos, and if you enjoy this, we can continue and we can do top shelf lipsticks, top shelf eyeliners, so on and so forth. You let me know if that sounds like a great idea. If you are new and just stopping by, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Turn on your post notifications so you know that I'm posting and when I post. And follow me on all my social media links, which are in the description box listed below. And let's jump right on into this. Let's jump right on into this. That's what I actually said, even though it came out, let them into this. So when I was making the list of my blushes, the things that I thought about were, what are blushes I reach for the most, that go with the most looks, that I just kind of tend to favor. And so that's what the criteria was for this. There's no rhyme or reason. I didn't try to include certain shades, exclude certain shades. I have blushes up the wazoo. I love blush. I have many that I love. But when I sat down to compile the list, these are the first, how many do we have here? 2. These are the 10 that came to my mind like that. No questions about it. They just went on to the list. So I'm going to start off with the first one, and perhaps one of the most special ones that I own because it was a gift to me from my friend Jelena. And this is a Gucci blush, which, I mean, just the packaging alone, fabulous, right? And this is the shade Pink Camellia. Now, I don't have any other blushes by Gucci, but I love this color and I love this formula. So sometimes higher end blushes, you may think it's expensive, it's gonna be fabulous. Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's like, meh, or you have something way cheaper that you love so much better. But this actually lasts on my skin. It stays true to the color that I apply it initially all day. And I say that because a lot of blushes, I'll put them on in the morning, like say it's a cool toned pink, and by the afternoon it's a warm bronzy amber. I don't know what happens, my skin just changes the tone of it, but this one stays true. I love, and you'll see a theme, I love a good cool toned dusty mauve blush because it really just goes with any look you ever want to do. You know, it really mimics like a natural flush to the cheeks with those slight berry undertones, a little bit of pink, a little bit of mauve. Mauve is safe, it's easy, you can wear it to the office, you can wear it, and maybe you're a nurse, you can dust it on your cheeks. It doesn't look obviously like you're wearing blush, but it's giving you a little bit of color and a little bit of something to the cheeks. These blushes are so creamy, just beautiful. They're buildable, really nice dusty mauve. It builds up really well. The packaging is beautiful. I think these make a beautiful presentation if you're looking to give a gift to somebody, or maybe someone wants to try something a little bit higher end. Something like this I think would really wow them. Sticking with the theme of some higher end things that are absolutely worth your money, I really like the Burberry blushes as well. Packaging is there. It's very substantial. It's beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is the shade Cameo, which is very similar in tone to the Gucci. Now this one, I just opened it, and it has a definite fragrance. It's a very lovely, like fruity floral. It's not perfumey, but it's like a fruity floral. I'm going to open up the Gucci here to compare the shades. But so here we have the Pink Camellia, which is a little bit lighter, and then this is Cameo, which is slightly deeper toned, maybe a little bit more plum in tone, a little bit cooler in tone, where this one is a little dustier. This color is also wonderful. The Burberry blushes are similar if you've tried their eyeshadows, just so effortlessly blend onto the skin. Really lovely formulation, very lightweight but smooth. Gosh, next to each other, they're very similar. But these kinds of tones just always work. I love them. I love the Burberry formulation, and they do have several other colors. If this isn't something that you like the tone of, they have several different other colors as well. This video would not be complete if I did not include some Chanel blushes. Now, I have several Chanel blushes, and I love how they smell. I just love, I mean, the logo. The packaging itself is kind of cheap. Like, it's not substantial like these two brands would be. It's a little bit more plasticky, and I don't like that about it. But I absolutely love how these smell. I love the shade range that Chanel has. They're all very wearable. Now, in like their, say, summer collection, I've seen like some more bold colors come out in their like separate collections that they do, but their permanent line has all really beautiful wearable colors, nothing crazy. This color is Rose Ecrin. This was the first one I ever purchased, and once again, it's a beautiful dusty rose color. Oh, these smell like rose, just fabulous scent. Now this one, compared to the other two that I previously swatched, is a little bit less mauve, maybe a little bit more pink. That Rose Ecrin, you can't go wrong with this color. It's a good starting point if you like these kinds of natural rose flushed colors. The other color I have here is similar, but it's called Rose Bronze. This one I reach for a little bit more in the summer. It's got a little bit more of a bronze tone to it. It's a little bit, almost like a cooked flower. Is that even a thing? Well, it's just a little more bronzy. You know, it's a great summer rose shade. It's a little warmer in tone. It's really pretty. Oh, gorgeous. So, yes, if you've never tried a Chanel blush, I would recommend at least going, swatching, smelling. I mean, or just order one and you'll be just pleasantly surprised when you open it up how lovely it smells. Now, of course, if you're sensitive to fragrance, then you might want to steer clear. But if not, jump in. They're wonderful. I think every blush video I've talked about this blush, but it was my first NARS blush purchase, and it was actually a purchase that I had made after my first time into a Sephora, getting like a makeover kind of thing, and just really my first time browsing Sephora ever. And I walked out of there with this duo, and is just my favorite blush from NARS. It's Oasis. It's that sparkling berry shade. You just can't go wrong with this shade. Now, this one's a little bit of a deeper plum. Gosh, there's a theme here. But you know what? There should be a theme, because if it's a video about your favorite things, more than likely they're going to be similar. You know, because they're your favorite, and we like to collect things, more than one of, when they're our favorite, don't we? But that is the Oasis, and this one is great year-round. Really love it in the fall, in the wintertime, but I wear it year-round. It's just a great berry. It never lets me down, and it really mimics that natural flush, so it looks very natural on the face. Are you surprised? Probably not. Hourglass blushes. I love them. I recommend them every year for my Sephora recommendations videos, or every time I do a Sephora recommendations, I include these. I mean, anything that had any sort of blush video, I'm sure these have been featured. They've made Best in Beauty for the year. I just love them. The formula on these is wonderful. I always say, it's coming from within you, rather than like a powder product where you have to work externally to blend it in and make it look like it's part of you. These are effortlessly blended onto your face, and they just really look like they're coming from within. You can't screw these up. They have several different shades. They now have, I have a trio of ones that are a little bit more shimmery. These are from their original blushes. They're the ambient lighting blushes. This is Radiant Magenta. They're also marbled with their ambient lighting powders. So you have a little bit of color marbled with the different powders that they have. So some of them are going to give you a little bit more glow just because of the powders that they're mixed with. But this Radiant Magenta, oh, it's just beautiful. A little bit of brightness to the face. It's not like a crazy deep magenta color. Diffused heat. If you love coral blushes, this is like my favorite. It is one of my favorites. It looks beautiful with a coral lipstick, especially in the summer here. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. And then I love this one too. This one you can't screw up. This is Mood Exposure. This is going to bring you back down to that kind of the theme of the rest of my arm here, where it's like a plummy mauve color. Really great. Wonderful. Oh, so good. Highly recommend those. If you're curious about the more shiny ones that I had mentioned, I do have a separate video dedicated to that. So I will put that in a card if you want to just head on over there and kind of get the comparison swatches of these versus their new, more shiny ones, radiant ones. Okay, I have two more left. This one, every time I use it, I can't help but think about my mom, because this is her favorite blush. Absolutely favorite. In fact, she's used a ton of it. I mean, keep in mind, she doesn't have as many blush choices as I have, but she gravitates for this one all the time. And this one is Just a Whisk by MAC. It is their mineralized blush, so it's going to create a nice glow to the face. So you could skip highlighter if you wear this blush, because it really just creates a nice, just really pretty glow. Not overly, not like frosty or glittery or anything like that. I mean, she's in her 50s, and I don't think that this takes away from her. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, look at all that shimmer on her. It's not at all like that. It's a beautiful, oh, Chelsea. All right, well, this is really a dumb spot to swatch it. Let's try harder. Literally have swatches on both hands and both arms. So here it is right there. It's just a really pretty soft, oh, glowy pink. This gives a lot of youthful glow to the face, and as we age we lose that, and this just adds it right back in. It's a wonderful blush. It stays on all day. Ooh, it's so, oh, it's so pretty. Love it. The packaging on this one I love, but the blush itself is also really beautiful and timely too. For this time of summer, warmer months when everyone's getting a little bit more tan, this just adds a really beautiful glow to the face. This is by Rockateur. No, it's not. It's by Benefit, and it's the Benefit Rockateur little box blush here. I love the lace. I don't know if you've gathered, but I love like vintage and like lace and stuff like this, so the packaging is totally me. Even matches my bracelet. But anyways, this is what the color looks like. This is a rose gold, and rose gold is so flattering on everyone, every skin tone. It's just beautiful. This is going to give you a little bit of a bronzy rose, which I love. It's like a bronzed rose, maybe a hint of peach in there. All I know is it's really beautiful, and I actually like to apply it with the blush or with the brush that comes with it, because if I want to skip like bronzer and highlighter and all that, this kind of just does it all, because it adds just a little bit of contour, a little bit of color, a little bit of a glow. It's just, oh, they smell really delicious. So that is going to do it. Those are my top shelf blushes, the ones that I reach for the most. They never let me down. I feel very secure in recommending these things to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know, would you like me to continue to do this maybe with some lipsticks? I was going to add lipsticks to this video, but I knew it would be so long because I love lipstick, and I was like, we can't even go there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll chat very soon. Bye guys.